So here they come then down to Montreal for the first time, and Nelson Rowe is not leading the way then. The person that dominated in qualifying then doesn't lead. It's Andrew Huxtable in the Lola then that leads the way. They head down to Palmer. They will dip underneath the barriers so we can't see them as they turn through the left-hander, but then when they come back out we'll be able to see if Huxtable's managed to keep the lead position. He has, but Nelson Rowe having a real go now as they head down towards Agostini. He's looking up on the inside line, but he cannot get that one done then as they turn through the tight hairpin at Agostini's then, and they put the power on. The Reynard still chasing after the race leader in that Lola from 1980, the Reynard from 79. Through Hamilton they go down to Woggy. Nelson Rowe darts out the slipstream, dives up on the inside line, but Huxtable up in none of it. He still leads the way. Nelson Rowe 3 seconds in qualifying, but at the moment he can't find a way through. Down towards Williams they come. That dive up on the inside lost him a bit of time, but then the speed he carried through Williams compared to the rest of the pack brings him back towards Huxtable as they now go down the Bentley Show, down towards the old S's, the Brundle and Nelson, and look at the slipstream that Nelson Rowe's got here. Is he can have a go down into Brundle? He looks, but he gets tied against him. He had 3 wide momentarily for something like 7th as the rest of them go down towards Williams. I think run in 3rd it was Andrew Storer. We got one car there heading for retirement. That is David Clark. I think he had a puncture by the looks of things. So Rowe's got the lead now. Nelson Rowe just got the lead into Richie's, and then we've got about 5 cars sitting behind him. Very close racing here from the Formula Ford 2000s in the first few laps of this 15-minute race. Right down towards Agostini's. There's Rowe leading the way. It's a battle on for 3rd, and that's Storer, the head of Simon Toyne in there. Simon Toyne I think in 5th position. It's David Wild that sits behind Storer as they head now into Hamilton. It's a very fast left-hander through there, and Storer runs out all over the grass, but he gets it back onto the circuit, but then that allows David Wild to have a look, but he can't find a way through. So Storer stays in the front in the Royale ahead of the 2 Reynards. Huxtable's made a gap to this battle for 3rd, which is now split into 2 pairs because going with Simon Toyne was the car of Andrew Park in the newer Reynard. So they all head down to Brundle, chopping and changing positions. As I say, a good first few laps from the 2000s here at Snetterton, around the 300 circuit, 15-minute race. First race these guys have for the weekend. 17 made a start, Clark's out, we've got 16 left. So now, as coming out of Palmer down towards Agostini, it's Simon Toyne attacking for 2nd position. It's gained a couple positions since we last saw him, and he's having a real go. Oh, this is actually for 3rd, isn't it? Sorry, on Storer. I thought that was Andrew Huxtable for a second. He's still got away. He's in 2nd, but Simon Toyne attacking for 3rd as they head into Hamilton. But staying behind at the moment is Toyne. Huxtable managed to fend him off. John Haynes Harlow, that looks like, has got 6th. So somewhere Andrew Parks had a moment or something on those lines, because he's disappeared, I think. Yep. Parks falling down the field a little bit, but here comes Toyne just ahead of Wild, and now Toyne trying to have a look at the inside line here down to Brundle for 3rd position. He dives against it, then David Wild looks up on the inside of Toyne, but they all stay as they are, so it's still there in the 3rd position of the Royale Store, then the 2 Reynards of Toyne and Wild. So it's a good racing, like I say, from this championship run by the Historic Sports Car Club. We look forward to see them in a moment when they come back round. A good battle there, 4-car scrap being led by Derek Watling. Right, so through there with Huxtable in 2nd. Here's the battle for 3rd then. Nelson Rowe's really got away. I don't think we've seen too much of him as these battles go further behind. Still Storer running there in 3rd then. Toyne in 4th. They head through Agostini's. The cars will Constantino up through the hairpin. And they put the power back on. John Haynes Harlow going after them. He's in 6th. Great run here from Toyne. He looks up on the inside of Hamilton. Such a tough place to pass, so he decides against it. Rather wisely, I feel. But now Toyne again really look very racy. He really wants his 3rd position, and he's hoping to get it in the next lap or so, I would have thought, because here they come then down towards Williams. Wonder if he could get through, if he could have the pace of Andrew Huxtable to go after him. Toyn uses up all the road through Williams. A lot more road he used than the car in front of him, Astora. Now we've gone to the slip hitch. Astora defends the line. So they head down towards Brundle. They pass the Agostini banking there to the right of the circuit, and then round the outside attempts Toyn. I don't think he's got it done though. We'll have to wait till we see them next time to see what the outcome of all that was. Here comes this scrap further back, leading it the ex-Mike O'Brien car of Derek Watling, and at the back of that was one of the older Super Vs, the only car in this race running in Class C, John Bowles in the Royale. Right, down towards Agostini's, the three cars still scrapping it out for that third position. Stora slides the car out of Agostini's, he stays though in that third position. In one of the few Royales in the field, I think the only Royale RP27, and then the two Reynard SF79s, I think the most popular car in this championship. Just running a bit wide there with Huxtable, just kicking up a bit of dirt. Can John Haynes Harlow close them in? That's what he's trying to do at the moment. He runs there in a 6th position, Haynes Harlow in another of the Royales, the RP30 machine. So down towards Hamilton now comes this battle a bit further down the pack, being led by Derek Watling at the moment. He's been chased I think by Stephen Glasswell to Reynard SF79s. So they head now Froggies and then down towards Williams. Watling having the position at the moment as they turn through Williams now. Then this is the battle for 12th position. And the battle for third out of I think this is the battle for fourth. Toyn I think behind Wild, possibly, or is it still? No, still Toyn there, and yes, and this is the battle for fourth. They've fallen a little bit behind that time, behind Andrew Storer. So they turn into Hamilton now. Then Huxtable still getting away from the third, fourth, and the fifth place cars. There's John Haynes Harlow. He's still under some pressure. I think it's from Andrew Park, who dropped back from the lead bunch a few laps ago now it was. We've gone past the halfway distance, not too much time left in this race. And now as Simon Toyn and David Wild start to scrap themselves, they're allowing Huxtable and Storer to get away. So out of Agostini's, that battle further back still continues. We've had a change there. That's John Bowles has managed to get himself ahead of Stuart Ollie, I think it was, in the Delta. There is the Super V still going along, the only car without wings in this race. So, no, there should have been another Super V out, but he hasn't made it out in this race. That's one of the newer cars when they did have wings of the car of John Randall, the Lola. Hopefully we'll see him out this afternoon. Side by side now between Toyn and Wild. And now the guys continue to go side by side. I think that was Wild getting through into Montreal, then Toyn fighting back there into Palmer. So I think Toyn's got the position back again. As they now, yes, they're still battling for fourth. And it is Toyn, yes, still in front of Wild. As they go past the Tills restaurant. And then they put the brakes on. Down for Agostini. Still trying to close it back in on Andrew Storer. Nelson Rowe lapping something like 3 seconds a lap faster than anybody else, which is rather impressive. There's John Haynes Harlow still under pressure as he heads down into Oggies. At one point we thought he was going to close in the front runners, but now I think what this is something like the penultimate lap of the race. It appears that Haynes Harlow hasn't got the pace of the cars in front, and he's got to defend now from Andrew Park and from Colin Wright, I think it is behind him. Right, for the final time now down towards Agostini's. Toyn still in front of a big side from David Wild. John Haynes Harlow, I noticed there, had lost out to Andrew Park. So Park in the newer Reynard, the 1981 machines, got ahead of John Haynes Harlow in the Royale, and Haynes Harlow just dropping back a little bit. So they all head down towards Oggies. And we look to Williams. There's Andrew Huxtable. He still runs in second. We've lost Andrew Storer now, I notice. So it's now the battle for third between Toyn and Wild. take a look at the results then. It was Nelson Rowe that won by 26 seconds to Andrew Huxtable. Simon Toyne finished third. David Wilde was in fourth. Fifth went to Andrew Parker. The top six was rounded off by John Hayes Harlow.